I reach the end of the trail. The air is still, and I am a hunter. The hunt has led me to the forgotten edges of this world. Seasons pass, drawing me deeper into the darkness, where I have found the truth. That my redemption is found in ashes. That I must burn away the past to set things right. Once an assassin, now their pursuer. I must destroy those who I once called brother. The air is still, and I am a hunter. Stay my blade from the flesh of the innocent. Hide in plain sight. Never compromise the assassin brotherhood. These are the tenets of the creed, the principles I used to live by. I was a young man then. The 7 Years' War was about to begin. I could not have imagined what the future had in store for me, nor the cost I would choose to bear. My name is Shay Patrick Cormac. This is my story.
Well, we won't lack for firewood at least.
Admit it, I nearly had you.
Nearly counts for nothing, Shay. And besides, no. That was just luck.
I make my own luck, Liam.
You've been saying that for years, but you're precious little to show for it. Or have you been spending it all getting out of trouble?
Well, you know, trouble just follows me around.
Let's head back. Come on. Captain de la Vérendrye and his crew must have run into some trouble. Who knew meeting with smugglers would lead to no good?
Yeah.
Am I going too fast for you?
I'm just keeping an eye on you, in case you fall down and hurt yourself. This is more like it.
Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley, bully down in Shinbone now. Sally is the girl that I love dearly. Way, bully in the alley. Sally is the girl that I spliced nearly. Bully down in Shinbone now. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbone now. For 7 long years I courted little Sally, way bully in the alley. But all she did was dilly and dally, bully down in Shinbone now. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley, way bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley, bully down in Shinbone now. I ever get back, I'll marry little Sally. Way, bully in the alley. Have 6 kids and live in Shinbone Alley. Bully down in Shinbone Alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbone Alley.
Hurry. We'd best not keep Chevalier waiting.
Où sont ces crétins? Where the hell were you two?
We're out hunting. What happened here?
My men were attacked by some English sea dogs.
Why, Captain Joseph, couldn't you fight them all off by yourself like you're always saying?
It is Capitaine Louis-Joseph Gauthier, Chevalier de la Vérendrye. And you are dreaming if you think any training could make you into a proper assassin. Do you even know what that means? It means being responsible for an ancient and proud tradition. It means obeying your mentor without question. How else will we ensure freedom for the human race?
Them's pretty words, Chevalier. But I don't feel too free at the moment.
Well then, feel educated! Ugh! How dare you show me such disrespect? I will teach you some manners, boy. Viens, viens.
Gentlemen, stop! We got a common enemy, and I reckon he's close.
The Royal Navy attack my vessel and force my men to flee. We are stranded, and what is worse, the smugglers we were supposed to meet have been taken prisoner.
Shay and I'll free those smugglers. You, treat your wounded. Take these. You'll need them. Tread with care, Shay. The Royal Navy be ready for us. Remember your training. Ready to teach him a lesson?
They don't stand a chance.
Where are your mates now, you bilge rat?
bad.
Talk before I bash out your brains! We will find them and let them bury what's left of you.
out, lads! Their pals are still out there somewhere!
There he goes again.
Good, lad! Sink that French vessel! There's no match for you! Ha ha! Yeah! Yeah!
I was saving those fellas for you.
Very thoughtful.
Maybe you were not completely useless, Shay.
Speaking of useless, those blockheads won't be needing this vessel anymore.
This pile of mud. You want her, Shay? She is yours. Now bring me back to my ship.
You heard, Chevalier? This vessel is yours, Shay. Go on. Take the...
Hey, ships may come and ships may go as long as the seas do roll. But a sailor lad, just like his dad, he loves the flowing bowl. The woman ashore he does adore, a girl who's plump and round. When your money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Hey! Come along, you jolly brave boys. There's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny ocean like a jolly roving tar. When Jack's ashore, he'll make his way to some old boarding house. He's welcomed in with rum and gin, likewise with pork and scouse. He'll spend and never offend till he lies drunk on the ground. When his money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Come along, me jolly brave boys. There's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny ocean like a jolly roving tar. Then Jack will slip on board some ship bound for India or Japan. In Asia, there the ladies fair, all love a sailor man. He'll go ashore and he'll not scorn to buy some girl a gown. When his money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Come along, me jolly brave boys. There's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny ocean like a jolly roving tar. When Jack is worn and weather beat, too old to cruise about, they'll let him stop in some rum shop till 8 bells calls him out. Then he'll raise hands high and loud he'll cry, thank Christ I'm homeward bound. When his money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Come along, me jolly brave boys. There's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny ocean like a jolly roving tar. Come along, me jolly brave boys, there's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plough the briny ocean like a jolly roving tar.
Safe and sound and home again. Let the waters roar, Jack. Safe and sound and home again. Let the waters roar, Jack.
Long we've tossed on the rolling main, now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate, Roddy, 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 Rido.
Since we sailed from Plymouth Sound, 4 years gone a nigh, Jack. Was there ever chummies now, such as you and I, Jack?
Long we've tossed on the rolling main, now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate, Roddy, 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 Rido.
We have worked the self-same gun, quarter-deck division, Fungerai and Loader Hugh, through the whole commission.
Long we've tossed on the rolling main, now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate, Roddy, 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 Rido.
When the middle watch was on, and the time went slow, boys, who could choose a rousing stave? Who like Jack or Joe, boys?
Long we've tossed on the rolling main, now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate, Roddy, 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 Rido.
There she swings an empty hulk, not a soul below now. Number 7, starboard mess, Mrs. Jack and Joe now.
Long we've tossed on the rolling main, now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate, Roddy, 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 Rido.
But the best of friends must part, fair or foul the weather, and you flapper for a shite. Now a drink together.
Long we've tossed on the rolling main, now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate, Roddy, 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 Rido.
As I walked down on Broadway one evening in July, I met a maid who asked me trade, and a sailor John said I, and it's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
To Tiffany's I took her, I did not mind expense. I bought her 2 gold earrings, and they cost me 15 cents, and it's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
Says she, you lime juice sailor, now see me home you may. But when we reached her cottage door, she unto me did say, and it's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
My flashman, he's a Yankee, with his hair cut short behind. He wears a pair of long sea boot, he's a buzzing in the backbone line, and it's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
He's homeward bound this evening, and with me he will stay. So get a move on, sailor boy, get cracking on your way, and it's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
So I kissed her hard and proper, afore her flashman came. And very well, me Bowery gal, I know you're a little game, and it's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
I wrapped me glad rags round me, and to the docks did steer. I'll never court another maid, I'll stick to rum and beer, and it's
Away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka? 'Twas a cold and dreary morning in December. And all of me money it was spent. And where it went, I swear I can't remember. So down to the shipping office I went. Paddy lay back. Taking your slack. Take a turn around the captain, heave a pole. About ship station, boys, be handy. Around about the rise around the hole. Well, it seems there was a great demand for sailors. For the colonies, for Fresco and for France. Well, I shipped aboard the Limey Bark, the Hotspur. And got legless drunk on my advance. Paddy lay back. Take in your slack. Take a turn around the captain, heave a pole. About ship stations, boys, be handy. We're bound for Valparaiso around the hole. Well, I joined her on a cold December morning. A flapping of me flippers to keep warm. With the south cone hoisted as a warning. To stand by the coming of a storm. A Paddy lay back. Take in your slack. Take a turn around your captain, heave the pole. About ship stations, boys, be handy. We're bound for Valparaiso around the hole. Well, I woke up in the morning stiff and sore, boys. And I knew that I was outward bound again. And a voice came a-bawling at the door, boys. The aftman an answer to your name. Paddy lay back. Take in your slack. Take a turn around your capstan, heave a pole. About ship stations, boys, be handy. Around for Valparaiso around the hole. 'Twas on the quarter deck when first I see 'em. Such an ugly bunch I never seen before. There was a bum and stiff from every quarter. And it made my poor old heart feel sick and sore. Paddy lay back. Take in your slack. Take a turn around the captain, heave a pole. About ship station, boys, be handy. We're bound for Valparaiso around the hole.
Ready, boys? It's a damn tough life, full of toil and strife. We will a man undergo. And we don't give a damn when the gale has stopped, how hard the wind did blow. We're homeward bound, 'tis a grand old sound on a good ship, taut and free. And we don't give a damn when we drink or rum with the girls on old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling home to old Maui. Once more we sail with a northerly gale through the ice, sleet and rain. Them coconut fronds, them tropical lands we soon shall see again. 6 hellish months we've passed away in the cold Kamchatka Sea. And now we're bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're onward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling home to old Maui. And now we sail with a favouring gale towards our island home. A mainmast sprung, a whaling done, and we ain't got far to roam. Our stunsail booms are carried away, what care we for that sound? A living gale is after us, thank God we're onward bound. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling home to old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic Arctic rum, rolling home to old Maui. As we were fishing off Haysborough Light, shooting and holing and trolling all night in that windy old weather, stormy old weather. When the wind blows, we'll all pull together. When up jumped a herring, the queen of the sea, says now, old skipper, you cannot catch me. In the windy old weather, stormy old weather. When the wind blows, we'll all pull together. We sighted a thrasher, slashing his tail. Time now, old skipper, to hoist up your sail. In the windy old weather, stormy old weather. When the wind blows, we'll all pull together. Then up jumps a slipsole as strong as a horse. Says now, old skipper, you're miles off course. In the windy old weather, stormy old weather. When the wind blows, we'll all pull together. Then along comes a place who's got spots on his side. Says not much longer these seas you can ride. In the windy old weather, stormy old weather. When the wind blows, we'll all pull together. Then up rears a conger as long as a mile. Wind's coming easterly, he says with a smile. In the windy old weather, stormy old weather. When the wind blows, we'll all pull together. I think what that these fishes are saying is right. We'll haul up our gear now and steer for the light. In the windy old weather, stormy old weather. When the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
Some of the men you rescued agreed to join us. They should prove a good crew.
I'm not so about their captain, but next to me you are the most experienced sailor in the Brotherhood, Shay. Besides, we could use another vessel, even this pitiful one.
She's mine, ain't she? My own ship. Ah, with a lick of paint and a few new cannons, she'll look as fine as anything on the set. Please.
Shall we begin, Captain?
Indeed, mate.
O'Connor.
She's a mess, but she's still afloat. And her name's the Morgan.
Morgan? That silly fairy queen who ruined Merlin, the wise? Oh, she's perfect for you, Shay.
The Morgan was an old goddess. The Queen of War and Darkness. She harvested the souls of fallen warriors. Perfect indeed.
All in the gunship! On fire, mate! Let's move! As much sail as you can! Aloft, lads!
A ship! Shit! They will sink her!
Let's put the Morgan to the test, Captain Shay.
Ready for battle, men!
What is this? Ready here!
Get a move on.
Fire!
Stop them, boy!
Warship!
Get the mates free! Fire!
They're tearing her to pieces! Do something!
Fire! Don't roll, but mate!
My ship!
Ready to fire, sir!
Fire!
Damn these eyes!
Blew up! Blew up! Fire!
No match for us, Captain!
Fire!
Surrendering!
More sail! All sail!
On to planks!
Fire!
Seems this vessel is battle ready after all. I will return to what is left of the Gertrude. It's a long way home. We have repairs to do.
Sing hearty, lads! Chevalier is pleased with us!
Now you're ready to sail for the Horn. We're rolling go. Our boots and our clothes are all in the moon. We're rollicking dandy dandy.
What course would you have me set, Shay?
Time to report back to the mentor. Wouldn't you agree?
Wise words, Captain. Wise words.
The hell did you do? It's some kind of dormant virus?
Emergency evacuation.
Shit! Hang on, I'm getting you out of there.
Please proceed calmly to the nearest exit. We repeat, please remain calm. Do not panic. Please proceed to the nearest exit. This is not a test. We repeat, this is not a test.
Sorry for the rough exit. Earpiece working, check. You were just an Animus. Animus, yes? You were using it to access a genetic memory file in Helix labeled Shay Cormac? You work for Abstergo Entertainment, remember? Any of this ringing a bell? Your session triggered something bad, and it's affecting the whole building. We need to find your boss. You haven't forgotten your boss, have you? Melanie LeMay, zipper, chipper, overachiever? Here, take your communicator, check it if you got lost. Now let's get out of here.
This is not a drill. Please proceed
Follow me. Double time. This chaos is absolutely your fault, in case you're wondering.
You know what authorized personnel only means, don't you?
Hey, Numbskull, don't wander off!
What the hell is happening?
A file labeled Shay Cormac was booby-trapped with some kind of virus.
Your job is to prevent things like this.
We need to contain these genetic memories, then we can destroy them.
No. Isolate them. I want to study these memories.
But...
With respect, Miss LeMay, this is not a request.
You heard the man.
Fine.
I need to borrow your numbskull. That okay with you, Ms. LeMay?
Hey there, this might seem a bit weird, but you're gonna work for contractors we hired to, you know, upgrade our security. Mr. Otto Berg and Miss Violet DaCosta.
Call me Violet.
I have to go check on our people and prepare a statement for the press. Do whatever they tell you to do, okay? Go team!
Technically, you're not responsible for this, but you're the one who let the virus out. So I think it's only fair you help me clean it up. Berg wants us to relive Shay's genetic memories. To do that, we need to access them from Helix. But the Helix is down. We'll have to reboot the main servers in the basement. Man, whoever designed this virus is a genius. Not only does it restrict our access to the cloud, it's adapted to fuck up the other operating systems that regulate building functions. Melanie? The elevators are out of commission. Are we stuck on this floor?
Damn, yes. I'll get a repair crew on site ASAP.
There's a working area server on this floor. I guess it'll have to do for now.
Agent DaCosta, I want regular updates on your progress with Shay's genetic memories.
Why? He's just a nobody as far as I can tell.
If Shay Cormac is who I suspect he is, then this temporary setback may provide us with an unexpected reward. Proceed to the... server room on this floor.
Dogs at home that are better trained than you are. Do you see a flashing wireless signal? Great. That means you can still access systems. Go ahead and patch me into their feed. Once you restore the server, I'll connect your Animus workstation back to Helix. In theory, if you align the beams to segments of the core, it should solve the problem. But here's where it gets tricky. You have to move the circles in such a way that each segment is powered by a beam. The keyword here is each. One beam and one beam only per core segment, okay? Once everything is lit up properly, the system will reboot. Got it? Give it a shot. Good job. This core wasn't too complex, but rebooting the advanced hardware in the rest of the building will require more work.
The assassins would have you believe that Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed, and that he schemed with the Templars to acquire an apple of Eden. I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader, a man who used his best assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself, so that he could use it to enforce world peace. While it must be stated unequivocally that Al-Mualim was not a Templar, it is interesting to me that his vision of peace was more in line with Templar philosophy than assassin. In the past, both sides had the same goal, that of peace. Our only difference was how we chose to achieve it. Had Al-Mualim not been killed by Altair and allowed to carry out his plan, perhaps we would not be fighting now. It was only after Altair reformed the Brotherhood with its new ideals of free will that the conflict truly escalated and spread across the planet. For if the so-called wise man of the mountain can see things from our point of view, surely the same can be said for other assassins.
Okay. So I'm not sure you were supposed to see that. You should just get back to your Animus. With the servers back online, you could, in theory, restore your co-workers' workstations if you feel like being helpful. And you could, in theory, find some more digital goodies if you feel like being sneaky. Hey, one of your co-workers dropped his communicator by the elevator. If you see any tech lying around like that, grab them. There might be a clue as to who did this.
Now that you have unlocked Shay Cormac's memories, we stand on the brink of a grand discovery. I know you must have questions about your new assignment, or about me. For now, all I will say is that Shay's story contains the answers. Shay will lead you to a greater understanding.
Haytham Kenway remains a controversial figure for me. I have great respect for him. After all, he was the Grand Master of the Colonial Rite, charged with finding a precursor site. Haytham was cunning and ruthless, but he had a streak of emotional weakness that ultimately triggered his downfall. He lost his father when he was a child, and the British Grand Master Reginald Birch raised him to become a Templar Knight. Haytham eventually learned that his father, Edward, had been an assassin. That he chose to stay a Templar, rather than follow in his father's footsteps, indicates to me that he believed he was already on the right path. When Haytham discovered that Birch was the one who murdered his father, he and his sister killed him in revenge. I believe this was the beginning of his downfall. Templars kill for efficiency, not petty emotions. When he discovered that his son Connor was an assassin working against him in the colonies, the same emotional weakness stayed his blade. A pity Connor did not show him the same mercy. Haytham Kenway remains a controversial figure for me. I have great respect for him. After all, he was the Grand Master of the Colonial Rite, charged with finding a precursor site. Haytham was cunning and ruthless, but he had a streak of emotional weakness that ultimately triggered his downfall. He lost his father when he was a child, and the British Grand Master Reginald Birch raised him to become a Templar Knight. Haytham eventually learned that his father, Edward, had been an assassin. That he chose to stay a Templar, rather than follow in his father's footsteps, indicates to me that he believed he was already on the right path. When Haytham discovered that Birch was the one who murdered his father, he and his sister killed him in revenge. I believe this was the beginning of his downfall. Templars kill for efficiency, not petty emotions. When he discovered that his son Connor was an assassin working against him in the colonies, the same emotional weakness stayed his blade. A pity Connor did not show him the same mercy. Haytham Kenway remains a controversial figure for me. I have great respect for him. After all, he was the Grand Master of the Colonial Rite, charged with finding a precursor site. Haytham was cunning and ruthless, but he had a streak of emotional weakness that ultimately triggered his downfall. He lost his father when he was a child, and the British Grand Master Reginald Birch
find. If it was me, I'd snoop to see if there's any juicy stuff on it. But I might be a terrible person.
Okay, the numbskull is in another Animus session, and I've required caffeine. All is right with the world.
Good.
This isn't really your kind of mission, is it, boss?
Every mission is important in its own way.
Still, I bet you'd rather be out with the rest of the team, hunting Sean Hastings or something.
Wouldn't you?
Hell yeah. I want a front row seat for that show.
Any word from Sorkin?
He's scheduled to update me in 43. Okay, the numbskull is in another Animus session, and I've required caffeine. All is right with the world.
Good.
This isn't really your kind of mission, is it, boss?
Every mission is important in its own way.
Still, I bet you'd rather be out with the rest of the team, hunting Sean Hastings or something.
Wouldn't you?
Hell yeah. I want a front row seat for that show.
Any word from Sorkin?
He's scheduled to update me in 43 minutes.
Good.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
What's it like, using an Animus?
I went through the Animi training program. It felt like the drills we used to do in the UT Jaeger.
You never use a normal Animus like this one? To relive your own genetic history?
Only once.
Really? Who were you?
I was a young man. On the Viking raid on Lindsey Farn.
793, northeastern coast of England. Sorry, history nerd. So, how was it?
It was summer. Good sailing weather. The monastery was a center for religious studies, and we crashed into the city like a tidal wave.
And?
We pillaged and burned. They thought we were demons. The details of the memory were so vivid. I lost myself in the bloodlust. I defeated a Saxon, a great warrior, but did not want to kill him. I invited him to join our clan.
Ah, Norse adoption rituals. The chance to sail the world with the Vikings.
Yes. A chance to see the world as it really is.
What happened then?
He wept. Then he cried out that God had abandoned his people and that nothing remained but chaos. I felt such pity for him. I killed him without a second thought.
After we're done here, are we gonna have to kill the numbskull?
We will see. Following the Great Purge of 2000, William Miles became the de facto leader of the Assassins. A cunning and ruthless strategist, he trained several agents who infiltrated Abstergo, including Clay Kazmarek and Lucy Stillman. In late 2012, I captured William Miles in Cairo and delivered him to Warren Vidic in Rome. Miles' son, Desmond, attacked Abstergo, killed Vidic and Master Templar Daniel Cross. He fled to a First Civilization temple in New York. On December 21st, Desmond Miles was killed inside the precursor structure. The grieving William Miles went underground and left the Brotherhood in the hands of Gavin Banks. Banks led a small team across the globe, attempting to rebuild assassin cells. We have confirmed sightings in Kyoto, Moscow, and Paris. Miles resurfaced in late 2013, and we have confirmed his involvement in the infiltration of Abstergo Entertainment Montreal by the assassins Sean Hastings and Rebecca Crane. Both Miles and Banks remain at large. Agent DaCosta has tasked the Akashic satellite Plexus to sweep the planet for traces of assassin activities. We have yet to locate them.
Hey, boss. Calling from Germany?
Yes, I am in Essen, searching for an artifact called the Ankh of Isis. Can you tell me anything about it?
Give me a minute to fire up my machines here. Okay. Not much. There's an obscure file from the data dump scanner that mentions it. It was allegedly 14th century Germany, where an assassin named Lucas Zergberg fought a Templar offshoot called the Brothers of the Cross. How original.
That's the file that led me to this bland shit pile. Is there anything else? Anything outside of Abstergo official records?
Nobody's ever seen the thing. There's all kinds of stories about its history, from Roman Gallia, Egypt during the Middle Ages, and even a cell of modern-day assassins. Oh, and it apparently raises the dead.
Is there any evidence to support this?
None at all. You know what I think? I think this is bullshit the assassins are spreading around so that people like us waste our valuable time sniffing after it. Smells like a trap.
Agreed. Keep an eye out for new information about the Ankh. While it may not lead to an artifact, we may be able to follow the data back to some assassins.
You got it, boss. Where are you off to next?
Cuba. I'm going to excavate the observatory.
Nothing to see here.
It has been a long time.
Achilles.
Adewale, how go things in the West Indies?
Very poorly, I'm afraid.
Your countenance tells me we should discuss this. Come.
Who's our visitor?
That's Adewale. Who's a slave who freed himself. And hundreds of his brothers in the West Indies. That man's a living incarnation of the Creed.
See?
You join me for some practice?
Soon. I've got other business first.
Tell me what happened, friend.
It was terrible, Achilles. The ground shook, and the ocean waves crashed over Port-au-Prince.
How many were lost?
Thousands. No family was left untouched.
I hate to bring up practical matters at a time like this. But did Macandal's man complete his task before the earthquake hit?
I cannot know. Vonredi has not been found. He was a strong Maroon, one of Macandal's best students.
Such a shame. So we cannot know if he found the site.
Indeed. But if there was a temple under the waves, I doubt it is still standing.
And the artifacts that showed the way?
Stolen. The Templars broke in during the chaos. They seized the manuscript and precursor box. I gave chase on the sea, but lost their trail when they reached New York.
We must consider what to do next.
Making others wait for you as usual?
I heard that Liam's waiting for you. Seen him yet?
I hear Mistress Hope was looking for you.
You are late.
Oh, what did I miss?
Only the first hour of training.
We're always training, Kisagawase.
And will continue to do so.
Do not waste your words. Shay abhors improvement as much as cats abhor leashes.
Hey.
A pity. The boy has so much potential. But so little discipline.
All right. All right. What would you have me do?
Well played.
Shay, follow me. It's time you learn to survive in the frontier.
I think I've been managing well enough so far.
Perhaps. But there is more I can teach you. It is time for the hunt. Use all your senses together to find prey. Killing should not be meaningless. You must use what nature gives. Good. Now to use what you have taken from nature. These, you can keep your pistols close. I hope that you will demonstrate more skill to your other teachers.
It's about time you showed up.
Far be it from me to keep a lady waiting.
I'm no lady here. And don't you forget it. I'm your teacher. And you're better.
Well, some of that is true at least. What would we be doing?
Exploring a myriad ways to end a life. You two! Make yourselves useful and watch Shay. Can you kill without being noticed? Nicely done. I am surprised. Top form, Shay. Take the... Round, Shay. Dispatching from the air is most effective. Stay low and stick to the brush. Be patient and you might hit your target. You certainly know how to handle yourself. Top form, Shay. You did better than I expected. Have your skills actually grown, Shay? Do not get a swelled head over it.
So, what's the challenge today?
Shooting straight and true. Here, you can use these.
These are yours.
Well, I want you to have half a chance of succeeding. Go on. Shoot these targets. You can take your time, but not too much. We've more work after this. Reload. Anyone can hit targets standing still. Let's see how you do on the run. Come on, hurry up. You're almost there. Well done, Shay. Keep it up. Achilles has one more thing to show you. Go on, get a move on.
Shay, I hear you've become quite the marksman.
Generous gift. Thank you, Mentor.
My ship awaits, Achilles. The people of Haiti will make good use of your supplies. I trust you will retrieve what has been lost.
Lost?
The Templars stole 2 precious artifacts. A manuscript of ancient wisdom and a box that allows one to understand its language.
I have tracked the Templar as far as this coast, but I fear the rest is up to you, my friend.
Farewell, Adewale. Whoever controls the artifact can access precursor sites of power. We must recover them, or none are safe.
Where to?
Wherever Templar affairs lead us.
Liam, it's not like you to set out without a plan.
Plan or no plan. We choose our own battlefield. And hey, we're not most at ease when we're at sea.
Right you are. Let's set sail. Tops, gallants, royals, studs!
We only have one lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
Sir Keeley's tasked you with this mission.
No. He tasked me to task you. You need to find what was stolen from Mackandal, Shay. You have to recover the precursor box of manuscript. This is your mission.
And what's yours?
Watch your arse.
Achilles doesn't really trust me, does he?
Give it time, Shay. Do this for him. For us. You'll do much more than earn his trust.
Liam, do you know what Achilles writes about? I see him in his office all the time, bent over his papers.
He keeps records and accounts. Studies what little is known about the Pieces of Eden. And of course, he corresponds with assassins on other continents.
Of course. Liam, you can be a right horse's arse when it comes to assuming everyone knows the same as you.
I cannot help if Achilles wants me to be familiar with our counterparts in Europe and elsewhere.
He said like his favorite son.
Connor's his favorite, and only son.
Then Achilles is heir. Connor may inherit the house, but you'll be mentor.
We'll see.
Whatever you say, Prince Regent of the Assassins.
You call me that again, I'll throw you in the ocean.
Throw up anchor. Captains at sea!
Get the mains free!
Let loose the mains!
Ships may come and ships may go as long as the seas do roll. But a sailor lad just like his dad, he loves the flowing soul. The woman ashore he does adore, A girl who's plumping round. When your money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Hey!
Come along, you jolly brave boys. There's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny ocean like a jolly roving tar.
When Jack's ashore, he'll make his way to some old boarding house. He's welcomed in with rum.
There he is! Some good meat was clearing here, Captain.
He'll spend and never open.
Brief the corpses and let's go hunting.
As we were fishing off Haysborough line, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
Ready, man?
See anything yet?
Forward! Forward!
We have him on the line! Hold tight, lads!
That's how it's done. Ah, yes!
He don't like that!
No! Damn! See anything?
Look out! Starboard bow! Time to end this, Captain! What a beast!
A great haul, sir.
Careful! It's quite a rough squall, Captain.
Off the wind!
All up, all but the main! Heave! Wind's getting vicious!
Crowd on every inch of sail! Short sail! Get off the squall! Get the mainsails into the wind!
Ever in a roundstone tune?
Bonnie lassie, Highland lassie.
Were you ever in a roundstone tune?
My bonnie Highland lassie, oh.
I was often in roundstone tune, drinking milk and eating flour.
Although I am a young maid, and lately left my mammy, oh.
Oh, were you ever in Galway Bay?
Bonnie lassie, Highland lassie.
Were you ever in Galway Bay?
My bonnie Highland lassie, oh.
I was often in Galway Bay, drinking coffee and boy.
Although I am a young maid, that lately left my mammy, oh.
Oh, were you ever in Quebec?
Bonnie lassie, Highland lassie.
Were you ever in Quebec?
My bonnie Highland lassie, oh.
I was often in Quebec, throwing timber up on deck.
Although I am a young maid, that lately left my mammy, oh.
And are you fit to sweep the floor?
Bonnie lassie, Highland lassie.
to sweep the floor.
My body, Highland lassie, oh.
I am fit to sweep the floor as the lock is for the door.
Although I am a young maid and lately left my money, oh.
Highland lassie, were you ever in a Roundstone town?
My body, Highland lassie, oh.
I was often in Roundstone town, drinking milk and eating blood.
Trim the yards off the way. Close down! Catch someone! All right, man. Sing!
Ships may come and ships may go as long as the seas do roll. But a sailor lad just like that, he loves the flowing bowl. The woman ashore he does adore, a girl who's lumping round. When your money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack, don't sit down.
There he goes!
Douse the gallants and let's go hunting.
As we were fishing off Haysborough line, when the wind blows, we'll all pull together.
It's there!
Off we go!
Yes!
The Sea Dog's head!
That's how it's done.
The rope snap!
Stay sharp, man. This one's dangerous.
Dead ahead! That Sea Dog's almost done for! Now for that fish!
What a beast!
Fine catch, Captain!
Stun!
As I walked out on Broadway one evening in July, I met a maid who asked me trade in a sailor Johnson. I had it so way. Annie, my dear Annie, oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka? To Tiffany's I took her. I did not mind expense.
Coming up to the
I
Nerepis
brought her
outpost,
to
Shay.
As we were fishing off Haysborough line, shooting and hauling and throwing all night in that windy old weather, stormy old weather. When the wind blows, we'll all pull together. When up jumped a herring, the queen of the sea.
Bearing down on land, Cap!
Brief it on, Tom!
Pourquoi est-on venu ici? Il n'y a que des bêtes sauvages partout à la ronde. Les animaux, on peut les traquer. Pourquoi est-on venu ici? Il n'y a que des bêtes sauvages partout à la ronde. Les animaux, on peut les traquer. J'admire.
The good spirit and his people united and triumphed over the evil spirit. He banished his brother to a cave beneath the earth.
We only have one lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
Sir Keeley's tasked you with this mission.
No. He tasked me to task you. You need to find what was stolen from Mac and Dalshay. You have to recover the precursor box of manuscript. This is your mission.
And what's yours?
Watch your arse.
Keeley's doesn't really trust me, does he?
Give it time, Shay. Do this for him. For us. You'll do much more than earn his trust.
laisser quelqu'un. rien, ne bouge plus. Un peu comme venir, ramener idiot. Tu crois qu'on te trouvera pas?
We only have one lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
Sir Keeley's tasked you with this mission?
No. He tasked me to task you. We need to find what was stolen from Mackandal, Shay. You have to recover the precursor box of manuscript. This is your mission.
And what's yours?
Watch your arse.
Achilles doesn't really trust me, does he?
Give it time, Shay. Do this for him. For us. And you'll do much more than earn his trust.
Liam, do you know what Achilles writes about? I see him in his office all the time, bent over his papers.
He keeps records and accounts. Studies what little is known about the Pieces of Eden. And of course, he corresponds with assassins on other continents.
Of course. Liam, you can be a right horse's arse when it comes to assuming everyone knows the same as you.
I cannot help if Achilles wants me to be familiar with our counterparts in Europe and elsewhere.
Said like his favorite son.
Connor's his favorite, and only son.
Then Achilles is heir. Connor may inherit the house, but you'll be mentor.
We'll see.
Whatever you say, Prince Regent of the Assassins.
You call me that again, I'll throw you in the ocean.
Well, I joined her on a cold December morning. A flapping of me flippers to keep warm. With the south cone hoisted as a warning. To stand by the coming of a storm. The paddy lay back. Take in your slack. Take a turn around the gaps and heave a ball. About ship's station, boys behind you. We're bound for Valparaiso around the hole. Well, I woke up in the morning tipping sore. And I knew that I was outward bound again. And the voice came a-falling at me.
ahead, sir!
They asked well an answer to your name. Paddy lay back. Take in your
cargo!
Take a turn around your gaps and leave a ball. About ship's station, boys, be handy. We're out for Valparaiso around the hall.
Call in the Stuntsels!
When first I see you.
Stuntsels here?
Such an ugly
Call
bunch
down
I've
and
never
clew up.
seen before.
Away.
Hold there! I will not... You there! Stop! I can't wait to see my blade buried in your heart!
The fracture in Helix has gifted you my eternal presence.
Loose! Douse all but mates!
Trim off the wind!
Bully in the alley, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley, bully down in Shinbo now. Sally is the girl that I love dearly, way, bully in the alley. Sally is the girl that I splice dearly, bully down in Shinbo now. We're headed for the test of our feet!
Loose all and trim sharp to the wind! Loose that!
We only have one lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
Healy's tasked you with this mission.
No. He tasked me to task you. I need to find what was stolen from Mac and Dalshay. You have to recover the precursor box of manuscript. This is your mission.
And what's yours?
Watch your arse.
Achilles doesn't really trust me, does he?
Give it time, Shay. Do this for him, for us, and you'll do much more than earn his trust.
Liam, you know what Achilles writes about? I see him in his office all the time, bent over his papers.
He keeps records and accounts, studies what little is known about the Pieces of Eden. And of course, he corresponds with assassins on other continents.
Of course. Liam, you could be a right horse's arse when it comes to assuming everyone knows the same as you.
I cannot help if Achilles wants me to be familiar with our counterparts in Europe and elsewhere.
Captain's gone for a cold death!
What's on your mind, Captain? Rum bit of business, that. We have even veterans among our ranks here, and yet we're to be subordinate to the... Go see elsewhere. Slugs, the lot of you. Run him down, now!
Here we are, lads. From Liverpool to Frisco, a roving I went, for to stay in that country was my good intent. But drinking strong whiskey like other damn fools, so I soon got transported back to Liverpool, singing roll, roll, buddies, roll, them Liverpool duties have got us in tow. A smart Yankee packet lies out in the bay, waiting a fair wind to get underway. With all of our sailors so sick and so sore, they drunk all their whiskey and can't get no more, singing roll.
Roll, buddies, roll, them Liverpool Judies have got us in tow.
Oh, here comes the mate in ahead of us, Joe. He's looking for work for us sailors to do. Oh, it's fore topsail halyards, he loudly does roar, and it's lay it off, Paddy, you son of a whore, singing roll.
Roll, buddies, roll, them Liverpool Judies have got us in tow.
One night off Cape Horn I shall never forget. 'Tis oft times I sighs when I thinks of it yet. She was diving bows under with her sailors all wet. She was doing 12 knots with her main skysail set, singing
roll. Roll, buddies, roll, them Liverpool Judies have got us in tow.
And now we've arrived in the Bramley-Moore dock, and all them flash Judies on the pier head do flock. The barrels run dry in our 5-quid advance, and I guess it's high time for to get up and dance. And it's
roll. Roll, buddies, roll, them Liverpool Judies have got us in tow.
Here's a health to the captain where he may be, a bucko on land and a bully at sea. But as for the first mate, the dirty old brute, we hope when he dies straight to hell he'll sky
roll. Roll, buddies, roll, them Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. Roll. Roll, buddies, roll, them Liverpool Judies have got us in tow.
Yeah.
Hey, hold a moment, Squire.
That's booty.
We only have one lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
Stop! Let's have a... The hour rings for your death! Be most welcome here, sir.
Our pleasure. See you next time.
Come on, boys! Round the corner and away we'll go. Round the corner, Sally! Round the corner where them gals do go. Round the corner, Sally! Ah, Sally Brown, she's the gal for me. Round the corner, Sally! She's waiting there by the mango tree. Round the corner, Sally! She loves me good, she loves me long. Round the corner, Sally! She loves me hot and she loves me strong. Round the corner, Sally! Was you ever down in Kingston town? Round the corner, Sally! Where the cows all spend our money around. Round the corner, Sally! I wished I had that gal in tow. Round the corner, Sally! I'd take her in tow to Callao. Round the corner, Sally! To Callao, we're bound to go. Round the corner, Sally! Around that corner where there's ice and snow. Round the corner, Sally! So round her up and stretch her loft. Round the corner, Sally! I think, by God, we've hauled enough. Round the corner, Sally!
Well, there once was a
dandy brat?
of Irish dragoons,
or you'll get your
marching down the road, hi-ho. The captain's fallen in love with another bonny one. Oh, the name that she had was pretty Peggy. Pretty Peggy, my dear. Come running down your stairs, pretty Peggy. He cried, tarry, oh, tarry for a while, for another day or two, just to see if this funny lass will marry, oh, long hair. To old Milderhampton, it's we had to carry her captain. And here we went into bonny Aberdeen. It's we had our captain up there. Oh, there's many a bonny lass in the
Go see Elsa. Clear shot. Ready to take him down.
We only have one lead, Shane. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
Captain Azal?
Sir Keely's tasked you with this mission.
No.
you